Good morning, good morning. It is Tuesday morning, a little bit after 8. Today is the day of my AWS proctored exam. Let me give you a little preview of the mayhem. Come on inside, go for a ride. Oh, by the way, I'm Grant, and this is Seriously Nick.
I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something. Hey, I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something.
Okay, part of the excitement to come will be having to remove pretty much, well, I can't remove that or that, anything hard mounted. That keyboard, that mouse, stuff like that. Yeah, all that's got to be moved. Now I cannot find the link to the Pearson view to log in to have them check my system, so I'm hunting for that. I have to completely shut down the two monitors above, which are the work computer, and unplug that one, and they're going to monitor me on that one. That camera, I've got to unmask it, and I'm sure they're going to have a conniption over the stuff that is the Mac workstation. Today ought to be an interesting day. I've got all the USB extenders to run 3 or 4. Well, I could even take that extender right there and connect it to that, because that is the touch screen, and run AWS and not AWS, the mission to Mars. I did some tightening up on it. I put in those loops or RF chokes and wire tied them into their positions and velcroed them. I'm almost considering putting a spacer between the wires and the tube. There's all the extra cabling to get to the USB devices. I don't know, you gotta have it straight. So some interesting things came in yesterday. Those are 2 Faraday bags for cell phones and 2 Faraday bags for laptops. I figured, why not? You never know. But yeah, this ought to be interesting. There's actually 6 antennas there, and oh, believe me, I've got dongles aplenty, SDR dongles aplenty to go on them, up converters, etc. So hopefully they don't want to see the coonskin hat. I could always plug in the Sennheiser HMD 280 Pro. I found a connector that would take it from a USB-C, which I think this one is, if I'm not mistaken. They're 2 the same. Nope, that's a regular configuration. So anyways, there's that. Hide that box back under there. And I might want to go ahead and grab this Packer hat. and go ahead and hang it off of here. Just so I can set the extra keyboard on top of there. But like I said, those two monitors have to go down. That means that the laptop tied to them have to be shut off. Got to unplug that one. And that camera is connected to my personal laptop, which is down over here on this side. My work laptop's over here. And all this other nonsense is just, you know, things to wait. I gotta tell you, some of the stuff that's come up on this exam is not stuff that we studied, and I'm having to extrapolate a lot of information and take some bald-faced guesses. I think I have a fighting chance if it was just straight material studied and presented, but it looks like there's going to be a lot more, and I'm really concerned. I have a team meeting with not just my team, but the team that my team is tied to tomorrow, and that's the team that the head of that team is the one that decided that we were going to be certified, and I can't wait to be the first person to, you know, in front of the group of engineers and rocket scientists to admit that I failed this test. So I got that going for me. The other thing I did is I took the wires that were hanging and wrapping around. See the fingerprints all over that? So anyways, yeah, this whole place needs to get dusted and all the monitors need to get cleaned down. But I had all the wires draped over them, and there was a USB-C, a Lightning, and 3 different types of laptop power supply plug-ins, and now they're on connectors underneath where I can just pull them out and set whatever device right there where those sticks are and plug them in and power them there. Yeah, lately it's just been horrible dusty. You know, you dust it every single day, and it's just amazing. So let me get back to you, and today's the day that they're supposed to arrest Donald Trump, and it'd be interesting to have that hooked up and running while all this chaos is going on. And I'm really, really hopeful that people just let the process work. This is a political action. Don't be the people that they paint us to be. Don't go out and act like a fool. Because you know after January 6th that they're not going to tell the truth. That's what they do, is they lie, both sides of the aisle. And half of the Republicans or more don't want Donald Trump back in office, and they'll do whatever they have to do to keep it from happening. And anyways, I don't know how this prosecutor's not getting charged with abuse of power, abuse of authority, or abuse of power under the color of authority with these charges. But be that as it may, and you know what, I would say the same thing under if it was a Democrat that they were doing this to. It's just not right, and it's just another way to divide and conquer. So there's some interesting stuff in that. I don't know, I'm still contemplating if I'm going to share that. But all in all, I'll let you know when the testing is over. These, of course, will get cleaned up. These are chokes set up to stop spurious signals traveling down the shield of the wire. These are not transmit antennas. These are all vacuum cleaners. 978 megahertz of believe this is 1070 or 1068, whatever the other one is. And this is ABS-C whatever it is. This is a micro whip for USB. This is a small disc cone. And this is, I believe, something that would be useful for 2 meters SBR with a hammered up converter to get 2 meter 440 220. But I'm not completely set on that one. That's just for right now. This will all get cleaned up. The chokes will become tightened up and neater and more firmly attached to the column. And this will be obviously outside. It's to be able to break it down and put it back up. Not quickly, but not difficultly either.